19 Biggest Platform Today for an Influencer Profit. Today the largest platform for influencer profit is YouTube. With over 1 billion users and a shallow barrier to entry, YouTube has dominated the space for years. If you want to make an income from content creation on social media, your best bet is to upload your videos there. YouTube unlocks monetization once you hit 10K views per video across all channels. If you had 3 channels with videos crossed at 5K each, you would be able to start making money off of ads appearing on your videos. Advertisers can buy ads that will show ahead of or underneath content depending on who they want their target audience. So if they wish to kids as an audience, they could put them before and after the video. When you have your monetization set up, YouTube will pay per 1,000 views, CPM, which is excellent because even if not many people view your video, you will still be able to make income off the smaller amounts of views. Those who make they live off YouTube usually rely on this method or the following one that involves having sponsored content. If you are interested in getting views but don't want to risk your YouTube account by doing questionable methods like making a crying video, you can also try a service called bought traffic. This is precisely what it sounds like, paying for views on YouTube. The problem with this method is that the more you pay per view, the less organic and genuine they become. Buying traffic is almost always a short-term solution because quality will be low, viewers will know it's fake, and won't watch just because of an ad or someone else telling them to. If you do it too much without actually creating value, then your channel might get banned from the platform. So make sure never to do it at the cost of your channel. If you want to make the most amount of money while having a steady audience, then you should try taking advantage of YouTube's partnership system. This isn't for everyone, though, because it works off an application basis that requires you to have 1K plus views per video and 4,000 plus subscribers who watch all your videos at least once a month. Without fulfilling these requirements, there is no way around getting denied from their partner program, so if this interests you, start building your following on YouTube as soon as possible. With over 1 billion users and growing, YouTube seems like the best solution for anyone looking to make money from their content on social media platforms. The only problem with them leading the market is that their competitive nature can make it very hard to get noticed. If you want to start earning money on YouTube, then you have a few options. If you're going to grow your channels from the ground up and build an audience all by yourself, focusing on making great content that will be discovered organically is best for you. If you are looking for a quick fix, then paid to advertise is usually your best bet. Still, it works differently depending on what platform your videos would go live on, Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, because they all have different industries that can be targeted towards, which means that there are different prices, strategies, and ways of doing things. So if anyone else has found success with making income from creating content online, feel free to let me know about it in the comments below. Income stream number 2, using influencer marketing to sell products/services. If you have a big enough following, then you are able to use your influence on social media as a way to get paid for endorsing products and services. This is another form of content creation that anyone can use since it's based on activities performed online like posting pictures wearing certain brands or putting up links in your bio where followers go when they click on it. How this works depends entirely on what type of content your audience likes you for, but the most common way influencers make money is through sponsored posts, such as those ads that show before or after videos from YouTube, and affiliate links. What makes influencers different from influencer marketing is that the former are people who have an existing following and use social media as their platform or view it as their free personal blog, so they make money by monetizing on their work in other ways. At the same time, the latter can classify anyone with a small online presence that uses these platforms to promote themselves as an influencer. The only problem with this method of making money is that, similar to getting paid for views on YouTube, and you need to be able to get a big enough audience before you can start succeeding. And since it's based on organic followers, then there isn't much anyone can do about it unless you want to pay thousands of dollars into advertising. If I had known what I know now, then I would have started this blog with much more focus on getting YouTube and Instagram views, but since growing your audience takes time until you can begin to make money, if you want to start earning income from social media platforms, then there are ways of doing it from the ground up. If anyone has any questions or wants advice on creating content for these platforms, feel free to ask me anything in the comments. Income stream number 3, Sell your videos/artwork online. If you're good at creating art or video games, or both, haha, then selling your creations online is a straightforward way of earning passive income when done right. How each platform works depends on what type of work is being sold, because some, like game engines, allow only mods to be sold, while others, like stock images or music libraries, do not. The trick with working for these platforms is that you will need to set up an account and then create a portfolio page where users can browse your work and purchase items. There are many different platforms out there that can help anyone interested in selling their art/games online, but what's essential for you is that there are usually two main ways of getting paid for whatever you put on display: time payments or recurring subscriptions. Many creators find success by offering both options, which allows people who want to buy something without having to make the payment every month to feel more comfortable. This depends on what type of work you're selling, because if you make videos, then selling the same video repeatedly would get boring. The best platform for doing this is probably Redbubble, because it's a place where artists can sell whatever they want and allow them to set up galleries and directly sell their art as prints, clothing, posters, etc. The best part about setting up an account on any of these platforms is that some of them are free, while others will ask for money if you want to show off more than one gallery at a time. If you have never created anything before, I recommend checking out YouTube and looking for tutorials on making stuff with Photoshop or 3D Studio Max programs. Income stream number 4, start your own business. This is one of the most challenging methods because it requires a lot more work to get started, but if you work hard enough, then there is definitely money to be made. The idea behind any business is that there will always be customers who are looking for a specific product or service, so what's important is trying to find out what people want and then creating something that fills their needs without making them wait too long. If you can provide your customers with what they want in a timely manner, they will keep coming back again and again, making it easier to sell them more of whatever it is you're selling. Income stream number 5, sell your services online. I have done this before, and it's honestly not as bad as everyone makes it seem. The idea behind this depends on what you're good at, because the first step is to find a job online that pays high enough wages for you to make money from it and enjoy your time doing it as well. Then once you find the right kind of work, look into getting an account where people will hire you for your services, then give them whatever they want using whatever methods you prefer. One great way of making passive income from social media is by selling custom designs and other music or sound effects. I use Audio Jungle, but there are many others out there, and each one allows users to design their tracks for any motion graphics work they need to be done, sell short loops or full-length versions of songs, or even voiceovers. The best part about these platforms is that they are usually free to sign up for and offer users multiple ways of accepting payments. From what I can tell, most of them will use PayPal or a credit card processor like Stripe, but if you meet the requirements, then you can also have people send money directly through Payoneer, which comes with its own set of pros and cons. Income stream number 6, create an online course. This one is straightforward to get started with because creating an online course only requires 3 things: a website, video editing software, and some delivery service, like Udemy or Skillshare. Udemy seems to be the better choice here because their platform is much more user-friendly than Skillshare, so it's worth checking out. What's great about this method is that it can be repeated repeatedly as many times as possible, which makes it perfect for people looking to save up some money while doing something they enjoy simultaneously. Income stream number 7, sell your own digital product. This could mean anything from an ebook, video tutorials, or even things like design files. The key to making any of these work is finding a niche that you know a lot about so you'll have something relevant to talk about when explaining your product. Also, try not to sell too much information because you don't want your customers to feel overwhelmed with all the information they need for whatever project they're working on. The best part about selling your digital product is that you can usually set the price as much or as little as you want. Still, then again, it will also be more challenging to get people interested in what you're selling simply because they won't have a clear idea of what it is. Income stream number 8, create an online store. This isn't too different from having an online course, except instead of teaching whatever skill it is that you have this time around, you'll be showing off your products and letting others buy them for whatever price they want. You could sell anything from physical copies of your ebook to a full web design service, as I mentioned earlier, all depending on how big or flexible your business model allows for. If there's one thing you should know about selling physical products, then it's that before you market anything, you need to have a website or at least an online store that people can shop in. This is all made possible thanks to e-commerce software like Shopify, but if you want something more professional, then PrestaShop might be the way to go. The best part about having your own business is that everything will pretty much run itself once you get everything set up and running correctly, making it perfect for anyone who doesn't want to do any work during their free time. Still, this method also comes with an immense amount of risk because starting your own company takes a lot of brainpower. Income stream number 9. Get the information you need to become a freelancer. This one can make for an exciting side hustle because it gives you the freedom to pick and choose who you want to work with. To get started, look at freelancing websites like Upwork or Fiverr, where clients will post little tasks they need to be done for as low as $5. These aren't always worth your time, though. Once you get enough experience under your belt, then try reaching out to more serious clients directly. But don't be upset if they take their time when replying because many of these people are already working a full-time gig. So don't expect them to drop everything on your account just because you need help with something. If there's one thing I've learned after working as a freelancer for about 2 years is that you really need to watch out for scammers because every now and then, there's someone who will try to get you to do work for them, take your money and never reply again. This doesn't happen too often, but it's still something you should keep in mind at all times. Income stream number 10. Offer your services as a virtual assistant. This is a similar idea to becoming a freelance worker, only instead of doing things like writing ebooks or creating logos, this time around, and you'll be helping higher level clients with various other tasks that they might not know how to complete on their own, making it perfect for anyone who has any business-oriented skills under their belt. Just like before, you'll want to start by going through some of the top freelancing websites like Upwork and Fiverr, but instead of picking up simple tasks this time around, try and reach out directly to any business owners who might be having a difficult time with something. The best part about becoming a virtual assistant is that it's a rather exciting way to make money because it allows you to learn new skills and improve your existing ones while also giving you the chance to make decent coins if done right. The biggest con for all this is that it can take quite some time before you get anywhere, but once you start turning profit, things will progress quickly from there on out. Income stream number 11. Start a new career as a website designer/developer. Now, this one will be very similar to the first method, product creation. Only in this case you'll be designing and developing websites for other people instead of creating your own. This can also make for a good side hustle because it doesn't require much more than some basic HTML skills and an eye for web design, which most people already have, so nothing stops you from reaching out to clients directly. If I were you, I'd start by searching for local companies on Google using keywords like web development company, name of city here or something similar. Once you find the ones that look good, move on contacting them through email or phone and see if they're willing to pay you for some work. If there's one downside to starting a career as a website designer/developer, it's that it can be pretty tricky to get started until you learn the basics, but once that happens, things will progress quickly from there on out. Overall, this is an exciting way to make money because it allows you to develop new skills while making decent cash, while not many other side hustle ideas offer. Income stream number 12. Open a mobile business unit on Craigslist. This method works best with those who already have a car, SUV, or truck of their own, preferably old, so you'll want to rent one from somewhere like Enterprise if you don't have one already. Now all of this will be a little different depending on what kind of business you'd like to run. Still, the idea remains the same no matter what, because instead of picking up customers in your vehicles like a taxi or Uber driver, you'll use your car as a mobile advertisement for other people's businesses. This works best with companies that are looking to expand their reach into new markets, so I'd personally recommend trying it out with local pizza joints, cleaning services, and pet services since they're typically the easiest ones to find. Income stream number 13. Create an informative YouTube channel and start making videos. Now let me start by saying this isn't exactly something that will make you money right away, but it can be a very effective way to earn some side income over time. The idea behind this is that you start creating videos that provide an educational service of sorts for anyone who watches them, whether that's tutorial type content or something more sophisticated like how-to guides and reviews. If done right, you could even end up being approached by brands in the future, so it might also be worth looking into doing paid sponsorships for your channel at some point too. Income stream number 14, create a member-based website and charge monthly fees. If there's one thing I've learned throughout my career as a 20-year-old entrepreneur, if you want to make money online, you need to offer people something of value, something that meets their needs somehow. Creating your membership-based website is a great way to do this because not only can you share your knowledge and skills with anyone who subscribes, but you also have complete control over the whole thing, which means you can expand it as large or small as you want, whenever you want. That being said, there's one downside for all this right now, and that's the fact that most people aren't willing to pay monthly fees for actual informational content. So instead, I'd recommend doing something more interesting like live webinars. They're usually pretty effective when done correctly, so it could be worth considering trying one out sometime soon if YouTube isn't your thing. Income stream number 19, open a dropshipping store on Shopify. My first recommendation would be to check out this guide I made on opening your own store on Shopify. It should help get you started with the basics of getting a storefront up and running. The idea behind dropshipping is that you create an online marketplace for any product that exists online so customers can purchase them directly from your site. Now, what makes this different from a regular e-commerce business is that all transactions are done through the supplier's website rather than yours, which means you don't have to worry about delivering the products or anything like that because they're shipped directly to the customer themselves. Now, building and maintaining one of these stores won't earn you money right away since you'll need to have some product to sell, and that's where the following method comes in handy as it helps generate a reasonable income from small investments that will help get you started. Income stream number 15, start your blog and monetize with Google AdSense. Now, the great thing about starting a blog is that it doesn't require much money to get started because there are so many free tools out there that can be used to create something professional looking. Furthermore, suppose your blog ends up going viral or gets featured on an essential website like TechCrunch or Business Insider. In that case, you could end up making 6 figures per month overnight without having done any paid advertising yourself. This is because Google offers a type of advertisement that they call AdSense, which allows you to earn money from people viewing your content. Now, this income is usually pretty small, but if you manage to become a significant player online, it can add up over time as you'll be making money just for having an audience. For example, a while ago, I was running one site about entrepreneurship, and I got featured on some big websites, eventually leading me to make around $3,500 in 2 months without even doing much work myself because Google was sending me all the traffic entirely organically, meaning without paying any money upfront. This kind of thing isn't widespread, though, so don't expect it to happen immediately when starting off with your blog. Income stream number 16, use Fiverr to create and sell simple services. Fiverr is a platform that allows users to sell just about any service, from someone writing you an article about your favorite hobby to someone drawing a caricature of you. Now, the great thing about this place is that there's plenty of competition, meaning you can undercut most other people's prices with ease, and even if they don't budge, then it doesn't matter because if they're charging as much as possible for something, then that usually means it has value. So as long as you know what you're doing, or hire someone who does, then you should be able to make some nice money off of this site in no time at all. Things come stream number 17, start a blog and monetize with Google AdSense. Just like the previous method, this one can be used to make a total time income if you're able to get your blog popular enough. The significant advantage of starting a blog is that it's free to set up, and it also takes little effort to maintain once you have the traffic coming in because there are plenty of ways to automate the process. To learn more about this kind of business, I would recommend reading my review on how I earn over $2,000 per month from just one website, which should give you some ideas for getting started on your own. Income stream number 18. Cut out the middleman and sell direct to your customers on FBA or eBay. I've only tried selling on eBay once, but it was still very profitable as I managed to make $400 in just a few hours by selling an old cell phone that wasn't being used anymore. The great thing about this method is that you're able to get rid of all the middlemen and sell directly from your house, which means you don't have to pay any taxes or do any shipping yourself. For example, if you were selling cell phones, then instead of going through a company like Atant where they take 30 to 40% off the top for their markup, you could be selling those same phones at much better prices direct out of your home and pocketing the extra profits for yourself. Income stream number 19, start a micro niche site. Creating a micro niche site can be just as profitable as any other way to make money online, although it does require some effort to get started. The great thing about this method is that you're able to take something minimal and niche like how to use Excel and then target the most popular keywords in that industry, which will usually allow you to create content that ranks high on Google even though your main traffic driver will still be from people searching those specific terms. Once you start ranking for all of these keywords, however, you'll start bringing in hundreds or even thousands of visitors per day who are looking specifically for your content, which means there's an opportunity for you to either advertise affiliate products or place links back to relevant resources, which is how you'll earn the bulk of your revenue. Things to avoid in your quest for passive income online. Although there are many ways to make money online, I would highly advise against focusing on any get-rich-quick schemes or investments. The reason for this is because these methods usually require a lot of upfront work before you start seeing any returns, and in my experience, this type of thing never works out well over time. As an example, let's say that you get involved with affiliate marketing and sell some products through ClickBank using one of those $50, $100 commission structures, which most companies have. Now, if you're talking about a $50 commission, then things aren't so bad since they only take 4% out of your earnings for processing fees, but if you try to make $100 plus per sale, then you're going to end up paying much more than that. And the absolute worst part is usually all these programs require some membership or monthly fee, so if they don't work out, you've wasted a lot of money, and nothing will be coming back in to replace it. That's why I always advocate finding passive income streams over anything else because the investment can be pennies instead of dollars, which means there's no risk,